I told her everything to put
Jamie's off on her own. Yes, but she needs a visual. Hello, Paula. This is your tutorial on how to make banana pancakes.
Maybe it's just your pan.
This is Jamie. No, it's not the pan. I mean, the pan does make a difference, but...
Oh, I'm out of here like an old man.
Right, see you in a bit.
See ya.
So, first off, we have, for me, just for my serving, 100 grams of oats. You're on the fucking big boy. Jamie goes 50 apparently. But anyway. So, 100 grams of oats. 5 grams of chia seeds. 1 banana. If I put protein in it, I go 2 eggs. If I don't have protein, I go 3 eggs. So 1 egg, 2 egg. Scoop of protein. Now, if you have protein, you need water or almond milk. But if you don't have protein, you don't. I'm going to try my best to angle my camera over there. Too much water makes them too runny. So I go 3 seconds of water with my scoop of protein. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Get off. So then, what we do, because it's a bit stuck at the top, so a little shake. Sorry for the noise. So, we now have, let me just put these back in the fridge. We now have a wonderful mixture. Now the key is making sure you've got a real hot pan before you start. So this has been on whilst this was blending, whilst you were watching this whiz around. Oh, look at those biceps. This is an optional extra that I'll show you after. But I'm just putting maple syrup on berries there. So my toppings after. So what I do is I butter the pan. And if it's not kind of like sizzling, still not hot enough. So you'll already be able to tell if it's like, so I went a little bit harder on the water today, but it's still like a pretty good consistency. Like it's maybe a little bit runny, but it'll still be good. And if it's runnier, you need the pan even hotter. But then once it's at its peak heat, you kind of turn the heat down a little bit, so you can see what I've got it on there. If it doesn't sizzle when you put it on, then you have to wait a bit longer on the first batch. Yeah, so that'll need a bit longer. This side's obviously hotter, so that's good. Now what I do is to wait for, on the first batch, I wait until like you can see little like holes come from the bottom where the bottom's cooked and it's starting to cook through, so it starts to dry out a little bit. Might put this on YouTube. So yeah, like this one started to get a hole in because this was the hot one. There we go. That one will be a little bit less brown. Yeah. So I went a little bit early maybe on that one, but they still look good. If you leave them on too long, they get pretty dry. So like I tend to try and, once I flip them, not leave them too long. And then I'll turn the pan down now because you can see the butter's browning a little bit, and then the pan will just retain the heat then. And yeah, I've started doing frozen berries with some maple syrup in a pan. Let the maple syrup start to like thicken a little bit. While I wait, I'll have my probiotics. With some pomegranate juice. Maybe I turned the pan down a little bit too much, but they're still good. See, little holes coming through. Perfect. Give me a little pat, a little smack on the bum. Oh, that was close. Too quick. Excited. Probably only one more in that. That's starting to thicken quite nicely. You can decorate your plate how you want. I like to go in a little circle. Also, I actually think this spatula from IKEA is the best because it's so thin and bendy. And yeah, if you've got a shit pan, sometimes you need to butter it more than once. But this pan is legit. Yeah, and at this stage as well, you don't have to leave them long before they start to get dry pretty quick. Oh, lots of pancakes today. And that's like, if you have too much liquid as well, you end up with obviously more pancakes. The thicker they are, the less you get for the same ingredients. The thinner they are, the more you get for the same ingredients. So, Jamie would kill me if I didn't use this last little bit. Oh, I'm having deja vu. So then we come into the final flourish, final bit. Turn the pan off. Always good to have a baby one. And then up to you how you decorate. I personally, like I said, I've been doing maple syrup and berries. Pour some of that berry juice over. Get my berries in the middle. Have a little sprinkle of some granola. Not much. just for decoration and a bit of crunch. And then carry my wee plate over to my table. Put down a wee placemat. And there you have it.